My lights on right here. So we have added, I've had my Wix account with I think over 10 years. I've been with them for over 10 years. I actually own my domain name. So there's a lot of things, first things first, when you set up a website that you have to be able to understand. You just can't go around and throw pictures and stuff like that on it. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's a search engine optimizer. There's metal tags. I think I'm putting it correctly right. Tags you have to put in. There's a whole lot of information that you have to put in after you set up the site. Having to link your web address to multiple, and I mean multiple, search engines so they can actually pick you up. Basically, you have to use certain keywords that basically pick you up even faster. So I'm doing some tweaking on the site. And right now I'm just going to pop into my web page. Now, as you can see, very professionally done. I have a category list at the top, which is supposed to have a category list on home, marketplace, contacts. You're supposed to have a payment, basically what payments you request, because some people might want to pay with an e-check or something like that, and there are certain things you don't want them paying for. So here we have right here in this section right here, my option for payment options. And right here in this section tells exactly like what payments we accept, what payments we don't accept, stuff like that. Because you'll have people come in there and try to make payments with payments they shouldn't be making, like MoneyGrams and personal payroll checks and stuff like that. There's stuff you gotta be careful. Western Union is another thing you really gotta be careful about. So you got to make sure that in your category of your website that you have a payment area where people can read through what payments you accept. You have a shipping return policy, which you need to have on a site. This is what professional sites look like. On your shipping return policy, this is all the information you have to put in on shipping carriers, buyer's remorse, act of God, tracking information, all that other stuff has to be put in there. Let's see, let me see what else we have here. Over here in marketplace, when you category your items, see how that came out? Yeah, something that we added in. Your category is supposed to be clean, neat, in order. You should have magnifiers activated so people can go in and look at the options when they go through. Like if I were to click on this one right here, this would bring up my page, and as you can see, my information right there, pricing, and there is all the information every website is supposed to have attached to it. This is the specification sheet. See how big specification sheets are? Everything on a specification sheet means there was a test done for that product, which we can easily come in here and say, oh, it takes this many lumens, it can be this much of a distance, we can use this kind of projector right here. All that has to be put in there, how long it takes for the screen to dry. All that information has to be applied in there. So you have to have basically specification of your product as enhancement coating technology 19, fully ultra short though compatible, which we have those tests already. Screen size, you have to know exactly your screen size, which means you have to specify a screen quart by quart, so you know exactly what your screen size are. Color of the screen design with Technology Gain 19, 190-degree viewing angle, which we can back up because we've done those demonstrations of 190-degree viewing angles. Weatherproof, our screens do sit outside all year round, so we all know that. 3D and 4K ready, which we already know that already. We've done this already. Same technology we have embedded with 4K is embedded with this technology. Lumen count 1500s, which means that's why we have to do lumen count at 1,000 lumens, so we know exactly roughly where we want to hit the lumen count at. I don't want it too high because we'll basically discourage our customers, but we want it in there where basically they can run just about anything. So 1500 lumens. Outside, around 2500 lumens. You have to have specifications when you do an outside. You have to say things like can't use in direct sunlight. Has to be used in certain hours, because then you'll have a customer come in and he'll try to use it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and the screen doesn't show up, he'll file a complaint against you. So you have to make sure you have all that information in there. So if a customer uses it at 12 o'clock, I said, look, it says right there on the website that you're supposed to use it between the hours of 7 and 8 in the evening hours. That's what you're supposed to use it at. Surface application, you have to make sure you have tested all surface application. We've done fabric screens multiple times, so I know for a fact if you do a fabric screen, you have to prime that first. If not, it comes out a little uneven. So all the information that's being there. Low odor, low VOC, eco-friendly, clean up with wash, hot water, and soap. All that's be there. 5 years shelf life. If a person has it, they stick it in the garage. So only use half of it. And they want to know how long the shelf life is, as how long the screen paint is actually going to maintain before it actually dries up into nothing. Make sure you have your keep out of children of pets. That must be there. Also, too, you have a summary. Summary just basically explains the product right there. And then over here on your other section right here, you have your policy for your company, which basically protects you from people trying to steal from you or take from you or whatever. You make sure you have your policy, make sure everything is in. Please read bold letters so they can read it, nothing in small print. Do not do that. That'll get you in a lot of trouble. Fake and knockoff projectors is one of the policies we have up there also too, because that protects us from people who come in, use fake projectors, it doesn't work on our product, and then they want to file a complaint against us because their projector's not compatible. So you have to make sure you put all this in here. All this information has to be put into a site. It's a lot of work. It's more work than basically just coming in and just throwing a bunch of pictures up there and saying, while I'm done. There is a lot of information you have to put into this site. A lot. And then you have to do adding your pictures. These are our pictures right here that we do right here. As you can see, everything has to be nice and bright, fully lit environment, because people want to know if the screens can pull up in a fully lit environment. And it's very important that you have pictures that display your items in fully lit environments. Also, too, we have videos to back up with every pictures that we put, all the pictures you put in. So like I said, I've been with Wix over 10 years. So I know everything there is about their sites, on how to set them up and so forth. Your front page, when it comes on, always good to have your front page. Front page has to look amazing because that's the first thing the customer's going to see when they come in. So we got this kind of 3D banner that pushes out the name. We got a logo right here. We got copyrights right there on the side, so we can read through our copyrights right there for our logos. The introduction at the front, nice, big, and bold right here. Whatever we had that's coming up like Nova 19, we make that bigger than the actual introduction so that stands out. Got our Powered by God, and then you put all your other information right here at the bottom. And then from here, you start posting in your videos and all that other cool stuff right down the line. I always say it's very important to put videos in because every website that I went to check out screen paints on, doing my research, they had nothing but pictures, nothing but pictures, nothing but pictures. I'm like, that's not good enough. You have to show actual videos, and these actual videos have to match actual videos that belong to you. So this is our distributor right there. We're at the announcement our distributor. I got to put his web address in there, which I forgot to do. I'll edit that today. As you can see, I'm very hyper. I had to be up this morning. Customer has a 600 lumen projector, which I'm quite shocked because I didn't think the screen was going to pull on 600 lumens, but it did. It pulled on 600 lumens at 12 feet away in a fully lit environment. We're not advising you to use a 600 lumen projector at all, period. These are our labels right here at the bottom. So we have a slideshow of our labels. Something new added in here. So these are the videos I'm putting in one by one because I had to change out all the videos for the new technology. All the other videos had to be removed. So these are the ones. The outside demonstration. You see the outside demonstration of that SLATE outside? Whew, that thing looks incredible. So this is what's coming up. We got the invisible coming next week and the gamer paint. So I got to start getting those tests done to get those loaded onto the website. So these are already preloaded video players. So when I get ready, I just drop the video in and I'm done. So it's already set up. What's coming new? It's all this stuff right here. You have to have all that information here. This is the slideshow right here. There, you can go in and look at the pictures and stuff like that. All this information has to be put up there. So you have to know how to set up your videos. You have to know, oh, it gets worse, it gets crazier than that. I'll show you what's crazier than that. So you have to know how to put in, you have to design, I actually have to work with a search engine optimizer. A search engine optimizer, make sure that your site gets found. So you have to put in keywords under every single page you put in. There has to be a keyword that's actually going to show up on Google. And when somebody clicks in or they look for like marketplace, it'll pop up and say marketplace on Google. Google, you have to be to put certain keywords in there that are actually going to make your site be found more easier. I'm not going to show you how many people that hit my site. It's quite a lot. It is quite a lot of people that hit my site. But like I said, I've had my account for over 10 years, so you know, it takes time. It takes time to build up your search engine optimizer. It does. You can't just jump in there and just get hit with a bunch of orders. That's not going to happen. It takes time for that to build up. That's why a lot of people sell on eBay, because eBay promised you, when it comes to eBay promised you a mass amount of traffic in one hit. Like I've gone on eBay and posted stuff, been on eBay for like 2 or 3 days and post something and have something bought just like that, because eBay promises you a massive amount of traffic. It's another thing too you're going to have to work on too. That's what the search engine optimizer is for. You have to work on your traffic flow and how much traffic is actually going to make contact with your site. So like I said, time takes that. A lot of time having your site up there for a long period of time will do it too. You know what I mean? So like I said, my site, since it's been up there for more than 10 years, I can post someone's link to my site. They automatically will get business because my site literally gets hit that many times. All right, let's go over into the Wix. I'll show you where all this is at. If you decide you want to set up a website correctly, I'll show you where you have to go and how to do it. All right, so I'm just going to pop into my support dashboard, blah, 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 blah. I figure which one this is. It's the dashboard center. It's the help center. Let me see which one we have to go into. We're not going in there. We have to start anything. We already have the site already set up. We need to go into, here we go. We're good right there. Now, don't think you can basically pop on there and hit my site. You won't get into this section right here at all, period. Only I get access in here. There we go. So this is how everything loads up. As you can see right there, market, search engine optimizer. You want to pay attention to that right there. That's what you want to pay attention to. That's going to allow traffic to flow more easier on your site, which means you're going to have to submit your domain name over and over and over again to multiple search engines in order to be picked up. It's not enough to be shown up on Google, because Google has a ranking list too. A lot of people understand that top websites that pretty much have more seniority and have money can basically get the top rankings on Google. So you got to be careful about that too. You'll have a lot of scam people that'll call you up and say they can get your website on the #1. Don't do that. Don't even bother with that at all, period. So you got all kinds of marketing tools that you can use for basically setting up your site and so forth in here. I'm gonna go over into editing. You can upgrade too. So I actually own my site. I own my domain name. It's mine. So if I decide I want to leave Wix and set up someplace else, I can take my domain with me because I own the rights to it. You have to buy it. You have to buy your domain name. If not, you don't buy it. It belongs to Wix. They own it. All right, and they own your site too. So let me see. Oh, you're looking at my orders. Sorry, you're not supposed to see that. Those are my orders popping up. I keep forgetting they post orders up there like that. You're not supposed to see my orders. Okay, gotta turn it to the side. All right, let's see. Those will be my orders for today. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna go into my editing page right now. So let me see if we can get that editing. Where's my editing? Oh, here, editing side. I forgot they switched the site around. I hate it when they do that. They go on, they just switch everything around. Like, leave things alone. It's working perfectly fine. Don't switch things around. I have to figure out what stuff is. This is all new because this didn't used to load up that way. But when your site, when you come on, the front page has to be memorable. It has to be something that the customer doesn't want to leave. He just wants to spend hours on it, looking through stuff. That's what you want. And they also too regulate how many hours that people will spend on your site just looking around. All that's in there. All right, now we're in editing mode. So you have two different options here. Over here, you can actually hook it up to your desktop, or you can run it through mobile if you want. I particularly don't like mobile too much because mobile gets a bit glitchy, so I don't use that much. All different tools that you have up here. These are all the different tools you have up here. Your different settings you need right here. They're going to help you out. If you can't do it yourself, they'll have somebody come in and give you personal help to show you how to do it if you can't do it. But it's pretty easy. It's the equivalent of setting up a Facebook page. You just have to get creative with it. You know what I mean? Your search engine, keep in mind when you start putting your tags in, that becomes a bit of a headache, because if your tags aren't correctly in sync with Google, your bar doesn't rise. So I don't know if they changed it or not, but there needs to be a green bar, and the green bar would start off this small, and then after that, when you would put enough keywords in there, the bar would start to expand till it hits 100%, and that's how you know you hit all the perfect keywords to be able to make your site more recognizable when somebody's online searching for you. All right, so all this stuff is very important. So I tell people, don't come on here and do something where you just design a page, put a bunch of pictures on it, voila, you're done. You're not done. You're nowhere near done. Your page will never be found. You have to basically utilize your search engine optimizer to be found. You have to be the direct traffic to your front door. It's like you having a storefront and you paint it all black. You have no advertisement, nothing in front of it. People are going to walk by it. They don't even know what it is. You have to you have to put it out there so people know. And you're going to have to submit your search, your I would say do that, your tag. I can show you little tricks and stuff, but we'll do that another time on how to get your website found real quick, real fast. There's some real quick tricks you can do. Do not go into that whole, I did that too. I did it with the Facebook where you pay them a certain amount of money, and no, don't do that. Don't do that crap. All right, so let me show you. Let me pull up a page. So we're going to come over here and just pull up one of my pages if I can get all this out of the way. These are my pages right here. These are all the pages that you need to have on your site. Demonstrations, you have to have everything. To the page for demonstrations. We got a page being set up for building fixed frame screens. Different way how to customize screens. We have other companies that are going to be joining us on our company. You can see other companies jump on there, and they're going to be showing off different things and stuff like that. We're going to put links on there where you could buy projectors for a good, really good, cheap price. On any projectors that we tested out, projectors that we did unboxing, so a lot of stuff on there. So, and then we're going to have a segment called "So Easy Your Kids Could Paint the Screen." Literally, seriously, like so easy your kids could paint the screen. We also have something else we're working out with another company on doing installments for people's homes and stuff like that. All right, so let's go over to Marketplace. All right, this is my Marketplace. We're in editing mode. Make sure we didn't do anything. Site preview. And then mode partnership right there. All this at the bottom on the side, these are all your toys. This will allow you to be able to decorate your site any way you want. This one here is the most important, the ad. Because in the ad, you get to do all this cool stuff right here. You can add video players, you can add menus, you can add social, as in Facebook or whatever social media you're hooked up to. You can add that into there. You can do embedding, you can do encoding, all that other cool stuff you know how to do. You're familiar with that right there. Content management, you can management. You can put in blogs where you're I can put in a blog site where people can come in and talk and share information about how they utilize our product to make different forms of projection screens and stuff like that. I can also too make a page and lock it, put a password on it, and have it for members only. See, members page right there, members area. Add a members area to your page. Yeah, I know everything about this, everything. I've been on this site, like I said, over 10 years. I know how to run everything on here. My design, you can actually pick your own design. Oh, there's my old partners from back in the day when I had Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. See, and there's one of the logos I use right there to design. And you can change the color of the page and all that. So there's so much stuff you can do to it than making it look like something that I don't know. I've seen Square One. Square One's pretty good, but I wasn't really good with Square One. Then you want to make sure you put the dividers in. These right here. See right here, right here. Let me move a little bit here. See the little divider right there? You want to make sure you put these dividers in. Every time you put in a section, you want to put a divider in. If not, you got this huge blank page coming all the way down. It looks very unprofessional. What they call them dummy websites. That's what they call them, dummy websites, when they don't look professional. So pages, go over here to pages. All right, so here it is. This is one of my pages on the Marketplace right here. So I can pull up my page right here. Let me see if they'll let me get to this option right here. And on this option right here, in this little section right here, you'll pull your page up, and under your page, you will have this little option that will pop up under every page. Under every page you design, you have to fill out this form of information right here. So there, right there, it says that's a search engine optimizer for Google. That's where you put in those tags in, and what they'll do is they'll rate exactly how well your tags or how well your page is likely to be picked up. So all this has to be done in there. And you can also make a page live run active like that. So, you know, basically, like I said, there's a lot of stuff in there. I might put some anime art in here next week. Go back over to my... Also, you can put in 3D applications too. All right, well, that's basically about it. Like I said, we're going to be adding 2 more pages onto our site. We're going to be adding one for basically, we have customers asking about building and customizing their own fixed frame screens. I got tons of blueprints on based on designing different forms of fixed frame screens, how to build them, how to design them. We're going to be doing some paint on demonstrations in those particular areas too. We're going to be testing out projectors and stuff like that. And we're always going to show you ways on how you can build a theater system for under $600 because I got one here already set up for myself. And this is what we have down for my story. Just short and sweet. That's all we need. Basically, simply saying that I dedicate my website to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And then you have to have a special thank you page. This is the special thank you page right here. Oh, yes, music. So I dedicate my page to my Lord and Savior, to my customers, business associates, you have any idea how long this has been up? Over 10 years. See, that's my old vice president, June Santana, when I had my company, Digital Pistol Screen Paint. CEO, TK Ha. So it takes a lot more than just throwing a bunch of pictures up onto a site. You have to really get in there and get the work done. I mean, really get in there and get the work. You can't half it. You're going to have to go in there and you're going to have to do a ton of writing and research and everything else to place onto your site. You're really going to dig into that search engine optimizer because without that, they're not going to find you at all, period. So it's a lot of work. All right, so, you know, I'm done here. I got to get back to work real quick. Finish up. Ooh, I like that. I got to do another one of those. And finish up. And we are going to be doing the knockoff projector in about a few minutes. I just got finished doing this. I can't believe that screen picked up under 600 lumens. 600 lumens at 12 feet back in a fully lit environment. And yes, we pulled the Styrofoam demonstration. That was amazing. But we don't advise you to do 600 lumens at all, period. That's my alarm telling me it's time to be up. I'm actually up before my alarm. We don't advise you to use 600 lumens. I said that clearly several times in the video. But right now I got to get downstairs and we got to do the knockoff. All right, with that being said, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you decide you want to build your type of website, now you know the proper way of going about it so it looks like a professional site. And that's what you want. All right, with that being said, I got to get out of here because I got to be downstairs. I got to do a video on the knockoff projector, and then I got to get the Black Phoenix outside for those demonstrations. We're going to do some videos and pictures out there for those demonstrations for that screen. All the new containers coming today. Wait till you see the new containers on how we're going to be wrapping and packaging our packages now. Completely different. Oh, the new labels and everything are freaking gorgeous. Yeah, they're these labels, but what we're printing them on is absolutely gorgeous. And how we're doing everything is going to be completely different. What else real quick before I have to get out of here real quick? Is there anything else I'm forgetting? It'll come to me later. Oh, next week, was it this week? This Saturday? This Saturday, we show off the gamer paint. So the gamer paint is going to be available this Saturday. I bought my gaming PC downstairs and some other stuff, some gaming on. That'll be here next week. And we'll start the blueprints and designs on building the 135-inch screens we rebuilt. We're going to actually do a customized one up from the ground up. And let me show you what's going on in the gamer room right now. So in the gamer room, I'm expanding my screen for the gamer paint. Because we have to have a screen in here. Actually, all these are being repainted over. We have to have a screen in here to display the Phoenix gamer paint. So I'm doing a ceiling to floor. So this screen is going to be removed out of here. I got to do something with these 135. So I got like 3 of them outside right now. So we're going to take this one down right now. Well, not now. We're going to take this one down, and I'm going to put a screen that's going to go 8 feet high, 10 feet across. It is going to be submerged from top to bottom. I already have a surface on what I'm going to use a huge mass of blackout cloth, and this is going to be coated all in that new technology. Over here, these are the biggest screens that we have in here. This screen is 151 inches. This is going to be repainted again. This is going to be the Black Phoenix on here. And then downstairs, let's see, I'm deciding what I'm going to put downstairs. I might put something else. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, and then we have the visible version of it, which is rear projection. I'm going to be designing one for myself also too. I may, you know what, I'm going to do a rear projection. I need an office screen. I should do that because I should take this down. I'm trying to get an ultra short though projector for this thing. I'm going to take this down. I'm going to put me a thin piece of plexiglass right here. Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to do it too. Exactly how I'm going to do it. Give me a thin piece of plexiglass, and I'm going to use the rear projection technology to make my own computer monitor at 60 inches. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I got to get out of here. Thank you for your time. I got to go, and God bless.